Now in this video we will discuss about the earthing of two or more conductors. Till now we have taken only single conductor or concentric shells. Now let us take multiple conductors. Let us take or let us take three conductors. Okay, suppose we have three balls like this. Ball A, B and C. The radius of ball A, let it be A, radius of ball C be C, or we can take it A only, same radius, and let the radius of this ball A is also, or let us take this radius equals to 2A. So we have three balls, three metallic spheres A, B and C with radius of A equals to A, of B equals to 2A and of C equals to A. Now let us say we connect this ball with earth via switch S1 and this also via switch S2. Let the distance between the balls be same 5A each. So this will make an equilateral triangle. Now let us say that the ball A has initial charge of Q and B and C do not have any charge. They are neutral metallic spheres. Now when S1 and S2 are closed, then both the balls B and C will be connected to the earth and a charge QE will flow to both the balls, so that the potential of this system of both the balls become equal to 0. Now since the balls are of different size, that means to make the potential equal to 0, different amount of charge has to flow from the earth. So let us say a charge of QE1 to B and QE2 to C is given by the earth to make the potential on both of them equal to 0. So we directly come to writing the equation. The potential on B will be equal to the potential due to this charge, due to this charge and due to its own charge. So this we can write here KQ by 5A due to this A sphere plus KQE1, this charge is on, so the distance here will be the radius of the ball itself, which is equal to 2A plus KQE2, which is the charge on C, divided by the distance between them, which is equal to 5A, and this entire system should be equal to 0. Similarly, we can write the equation for sphere C. KQ by 5A because of shell A plus KQE1 by 5A because of shell B plus KQE2 upon 2A due to its own charge QE2, and this should be equal to 0. We can solve these two equations to find out the value of QE1 and QE2. Now let us change the orientation a little bit and let us say that both the switches S1 and S2 are not closed at the same times. Let us close them one by one. Let us say that first we closed S1 and S2 is left open. In this condition, the potential on B, now since S2 is left open, there will be no charge from earth, so there will be no QE2 on this sphere. So potential on B will be equal to the potential due to sphere A, which is KQ by 5A plus its own potential, which is equal to KQE1 upon 2A, and this will be equal to 0. From this we can find that QE1 is equal to minus 2 by 5 of Q. Now let us say after this condition is achieved, now we are closing S2. Now when S2 is closed, a charge will flow on this surface on the ball C. Let us say that this charge is now QE2. Now the potential on C, if we write the equation, will be equal to the potential due to sphere A, which is KQ upon 5A, plus potential due to ball B, which is K QE1 upon 5a, but QE1 we already have found its value, so we can write it here, minus 2 by 5 Q upon 5a plus its own charge, which will be equal to K QE2 divided by its own radius, which is a, and this will be equal to 0. Now if we solve this for QE2, we can find out the charge on the sphere C, which will come out to be this charge. So in this condition, when switches are opened and closed at different times, we can also find out the value of charge on them to make the potential equal to 0 due to earthing. So this is a very important concept. Should practice it more. It is very important, from especially from JEE point of view.